Card Games 19 here. Here I'm on about I'm going to actually show you the hero deck I actually made, and these are some of the nice sleeves I got. Obviously these are not ready for, this is my extra deck, and obviously I can't use these on a legitimate tournament, but these were the only spare extra deck sleeves I had lying around, sadly enough. But hey, if you like cutesy little anime girls like me, it's all good. And look, yeah, irony, I've actually got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Original cushion. I left this at my girlfriend's and she loves it, so it's cool. So, right, I'm going to show you the Elemental Hero Masked Hero deck I've done. This has got a few extras in it that I've actually found through looting my trade folders, so this is actually not the best, but it's funny. So, start off with free Shadow Mist. Yeah, you know it does. So, obviously, special summon it, you get Mask and change 1 or 2, and then obviously when it goes to the graveyard, you plus off and get another Elemental Hero monster. Sweet. 3 Neos Alias because you need a 19 beta, and 19 betas just kill stuff. 2 Bubble Man because at a late stage of the game I've actually managed to get off his effect, which is actually pretty cool, so that's pretty good. So 1 heat. If you bring him out via anything later on, his attack is really good, so it's just worth having him in. So I just figure he's quite cool. Voltic. Voltic's very good. He works with mass changes as another light target, and obviously bringing things back from roof and plate is pretty darn sweet. 1 Ice Edge. Ice Edge just nice for like if you can attack directly and pop a few back rows, so he's just really nice for doing that. So you can't complain about that any much. His attack isn't that great, but you can combine his effects to get rid of dead cards. 1 Goblinberg. I actually found one. It's a star foil, oddly enough, from when I went to YCS Sheffield. So it's nice to have. So obviously you've got things to bring it out, and obviously turn to defense, and special summons thing great with Shadow Mist. So they're really good. 2 Summoner Monk because Summoner Monk basically does the same thing Goblinberg does, so you discard a dead spell, and in this deck everyone knows you've got 200 million tons of dead spells. And as a tech I have 1 Wing Karibo because when it summons itself you can use Mass Change 2 to kind of like use its effect to get out the Light Masked Hero. It was just a tech pick, it was just an idea. I had to spend one lying around and no one's ever wanted to trade this darn thing off me, so I was just like, well, frick, may as well use it. So there we go. And here we go, on to the spells. 1 Soul Charge, 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Foolish Burial. And that's it for the limited cards. I figured those were the best ones to go for. So there we go. And then we have 3 Reinforcements of the Army and 2 Emergency Calls because I know the deck likes to thin through, but I just prefer 5. I think 5's good. Plus, I kind of prefer the option of searching more for Goblinberg, so it just works better for me. 3 Hero Layers, you may as well get off. So I figure they're actually quite good. So remember how much these used to be when they were in Ultras? Jesus, these used to be well expensive. 2 Mass Change and 1, 2. 3 Mass Change 2, as I prefer Mass Change 2 because it works with the extra targets and anything else. So if you snatch still, it can work better. But, you know, everyone has their own personal preference. I just believe this one works better for me. 2 Mass Charge because I like to add the ones back. I believe 3's too cloggy, 2's just about enough. 5th Hope because it's Pot of Avarice for Elemental Heroes, and if this is the last card you top deck and you've got nothing else, you draw 3 cards. So, okay, Pot of Avarice, but with an extra +1. Not complaining. 1 Miracle Fusion because it's Miracle Fusion and it's a hero deck, so it's worth it. 1 Forbidden Lance because I like Forbidden Lance. I think it's good. This one is from the what is it? Can't remember it. Noble Arms set, the Noble Arms special set. And it looks quite nice. I actually like this. It looks really cool. So, and then 1 Form Change because I like the option to switch up my heroes a little bit. So that's just personal preference. And the last 3 cards in the deck are 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, and 1 Hero Blast. So I personally think they all work, so that's it. And this is the extra deck. It is not the best, so like I said, guys, I have to try and find stuff for this to try and upgrade. So we have obviously 3 Dark Law, as Dark Law is amazing, and I have found this out recently and playing some people who play very graveyard oriented decks, and this is really horrible. And there we go, 3 Koga. Koga is actually a lot better than I actually thought, and actually put in a lot more work than Shadow Mist. Just the fact that you can remove from play anything and target one monster and lower its defense permanently by that amount is amazing. And it can be activated during either player's turn, and so it is chainable. So, yeah, I just believe this puts in a lot of work. There we go, 3 of you wind 1. And I do use this occasionally. I mainly get it out via form change, so just useful to have. Got your 3 contrast, because I really would demote this down to less, but I haven't got any extra deck cards, so I'm using what I've got. I found a copy of Gaia, so that was pretty interesting. I actually just found it, a recent copy of it, so it was useful. So, you know, just an extra hero to run. And obviously we have the wind one, which is another one, so it's quite useful again. And then we have Maestro, the Symphony Djinn. And this is in my trades folder. So, like I say, this is the deck so far. I also managed to pick up a copy for my Counterfairy deck Possibles of Mistake, so obviously read that. So neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except drawing them. Which, when you look at this deck, is completely anti-hero, so it's completely funny that I actually have this. But, yeah, this is the deck. So, you know, you guys, you know, keep going with what we were saying before. You know, see if you can, you know, suggest some more cards to me. You know, don't think I've got... This is something I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of money on. You know, I do have my heroes, they are good, but I'm not going to spend a huge bunch of money on this. So, right, we'll talk to you guys later and see what you suggest.